Hello chatbots out there. Today in the vlog I'm going to be telling you guys all about what I got up to on my week/weekend. On my Monday I didn't have work, so I got up after a nice lie-in and it felt so good not having to set my alarm. I then had some breakfast and I had some cereal and was just watching some stuff on Netflix and just a bit of music and doing a bit of drawing and colouring in and just reading some more of Solitaire, one of the books from the Heartstopper universe. I'm so excited for the new series of Heartstopper to be out in October. And then I was just watching some episodes of Doctor Who and was listening to a bit of Kylie and a bit of Sabrina Carpenter, and I'm loving her new song Espresso, which is so good and has such a good beat. And then I got myself ready and went off on a massive walk, and I got some flash stats I'm going to show you guys now. It was such a lovely sunny day, lovely blue skies, and I went on such a big walk and was able to get some lovely flash snaps and a few selfies as well while on my walk. And I loved the blue flower snap I was able to get a snap of. I was on the walk and I went on a quite far walk, and so my legs were getting a little bit sore, and so I went off to one of the cafes and I got a white chocolate mint frappe from there, and I'm going to show you guys a photo of that now. I haven't had a white chocolate mint frappe in so long and hadn't been to that cafe in ages, so it's really nice going back there and having one of the frappes on there. I got a photo of the frappe in front of this really cool bit of artwork they had in there, and I was chatting with one of the people who used to work in there that was there temporarily just while one of the people who now works there was away on holiday, so she was just filling in while he was away on holiday. So it was really nice seeing her and was having a nice chat with her. I then went off and had a look at one of the charge shops, and I then went off into one of the flower shops and I got some flower stats from there that I will show you guys now. I was able to get some really pretty flower stats from there. I love all the roses and the bright colours. And then I was just having a nice chat with the flower shop keepers from there, and I then got some plant stats from the plant section that I'm going to show you guys now. I love succulent and cactus photography so much, and all the pretty plant pots and the plants hanging from the windows. There's like a little jungle in there. Then I went off and had a look in W.H. Smith's at the notebooks, and I was like, nope, you don't need any more stationery. And then I went into one of the bookshops and I loved the smell of old books and was in there for a bit. And then I made way back, and on the way back I got some more flower photography that I'm going to show you guys now. I got lots of rose photography. I love roses. Roses, sunflowers and dahlias are probably my three favourite flowers to get snaps of, and I had a lovely stroll back. And I got back and I was watching Home and Away, Far Brown and Escape the Country, and wrote a bit of my journal, listened to a bit of music and did some drawing and colouring in, and then had a little bit of a nap and definitely needed that. And then I was just watching some vlogs and TikToks and some funny dog and cat videos. And then for my tea we had a fry up, and I'm going to show you guys a photo of the fry up that we had now. The fry up was so delicious. Then I finished writing my journal and put that away. I was then watching the UK soaps and watched some stuff off Record and some stuff on Netflix, and tidied my office up and sorted my dolls and dollhouse and my Bluetooth doll, and was just watching some vlogs and TikToks and some funny dog and cat videos, and had some cereal. And then I was just watching some episodes of Doctor Who and watching some episodes of Merlin as well. And then I went off to bed, and on my Tuesday I got up nice and early so as not to sleep the day away, and was catching up on Neighbours. And I then had my breakfast and listened to a bit of music and doing some more drawing and colouring in and watching some vlogs and TikToks and posting some TikToks. And then I got myself ready and went off on a massive walk, and the weather wasn't as warm as it had been. It was overcast, which is my perfect type of weather, when it's not too warm, not too hot, just bang on in the middle, which I love. And I was able to get some really pretty flower stats whilst on my walk that I'm going to show you guys now. I love all the roses out and about at the moment that I'm able to get snaps of. Such lovely colours, and also got a few selfies. And then I went off to my town's castle and got some snaps of my town's castle and grounds that I'm going to show you guys now. So beautiful. I'd love to do a tour of the castle someday. I've been there for afternoon tea before, but never done a tour of the castle before. Hopefully do that eventually. And then I got some flower stamps from my town's castle's gardens that I'm going to show you guys now. My town's castle's gardens are so beautifully kept, and the gardeners normally will chat to me about the names of different flowers or tell me the history of the garden, which I always find so fascinating. And they always have such lovely roses. I especially love the rose garden they have there. And I then got some pretty leaf snaps that I'm going to show you guys now. They're so lovely, such beautiful colours and patterns on those leaves. Then I was just sat in a little covered area, and the sun had come out, so I was just sat in the shade and just had a bit of a sit down. And then just before I left, I got a couple more flower starts that I'm going to show you guys now. Such beautiful flowers. I especially love that orange rose that I was able to get a photo of. Love orange roses so much. Then I made my way up to the high street and went off and had a look at child shops. And then I got myself a Greggs lunch and had that at Greggs and sat and enjoyed my Greggs lunch. And I'm going to show you guys a photo of that now. It was so delicious. I was chatting to Dean, who used to work with me, now works there, and then I went off to the card factory to get a congratulations on passing your driving test card for my mate Amelia, who goes to the games night we do on Wednesday nights at Jen's. And I was supposed to be working on Wednesday evening, but I've managed to swap, so I was working a Tuesday evening instead of Wednesday night. And then I made way back and I popped into my workplace and put some days off in a diary, as I'm going to be hopefully going away for a few days at the end of July. Also have a family gathering on the 10th of August, and also going to see Take That on the 8th of June. So I sorted all that out and I've done a holiday form for the 3 days at the end of July. And yes, I've got that all sorted out, all the things I'm going to be doing, put in a diary. And yeah, busy being me. I can't believe that I went to York, not last week but the week before, and I have also going on holiday in August, and that's going to be 2 weeks. and then maybe going away in the end of July as well. So that means 3 holidays, which is good because you need a bit of like rest and a bit of time away from your workplace. So I'm looking forward to hopefully be having 3 holidays. Normally I only have 1, so it's good that I'm getting my holiday time used up because I didn't really use it that much. And yeah, I'm looking forward to August. The family holiday in August is going to be so much fun. Always love having fun and going on holiday with all the family, and yeah, can't wait. And I then made my way back, and on the way back I got a selfie in front of this balloon archway from one of the pubs, and there's some balloons outside the front door, which is very cute. And I also got some more flash that I'm going to show you guys now. I just bloody love flower photography. It makes me so happy. Love all the beautiful colours, and enjoyed getting some pretty flower shots on my stroll home. I then got back and I was just watching Home and Away and watching some Doctor Who episodes, doing some illustrations and colouring in, and listening to a bit of music. And then I got my uniform ready for work, and then I was just watching some stuff off record, and then I got myself ready for work, and I got dropped to work by my older brother who just got back from work. So quickly ran out and was like, do you mind dropping me to work? And we had to pick my mum's medication up from the pharmacy just on the corner from ours. So I quickly ran and got that, and then my older brother dropped me up to work, and I was a little bit early to work, so I was able to go into one of the flower shops, the new one just on the top of the high street, and get some plant setups from there that I'm going to show you guys now. Plants there are so beautiful, lovely colours and patterns, and they're so friendly in there, and it's such a cute little shop, but they use the space really well, and I just love getting plant photography from there, and the plant displays are always so lovely. I then got to work, got clocked in and put my bag and my headphones away, as I'd had my headphones on and was listening to a bit of music just before work. And then I got on with my shift and was just doing lots of cleaning and clothes jobs, and it was me and Tash on Dream Team, and I'd gotten a cherry bakewell cake from Greg's, one for me and one for her, so I had that with a chai latte that I made myself. I'm getting there on coffees. I did a few hot chocolates and a few cappuccinos, and I'm slowly getting on cappuccinos, making it frothy and not too watery, and yeah, it's going well. Going to such a strength. Just think, when I first started there, I would not be able to pull a pint or even dream of doing coffees, and now I'm pulling pints, doing gins, doing coffees, and yeah, I'm absolutely loving it. And the shift went pretty quickly. You know what they say, time flies when having fun, and me and Tash always have so much fun on shift, and you got out there in good time and got out about 10:30ish, and then I went off to one of the pubs with Tash and one of our chefs, Ollie, and his girlfriend. They met us a little bit later on, and we got there and I got a cute mirror selfie that I'm going to show you guys now. So pretty, and it has some flowers around the edges, and they joined us a little bit later on, and me and Tash just had some J2Os. Wasn't really feeling like drinking anything alcoholic, so I just had J2Os. I love J2Os so much. And then I got picked up by my mum, got back, got into my PJs and put my work clothes away, as I wasn't in work until the Saturday evening. And I then had a bit of cheese and potato pie for my tea, and I'm going to show you guys a photo of that now. Cheese and potato pie was so delicious. My mum does such a good cheese and potato pie. I then was watching the UK soaps, and then finished writing my journal and put that away. I was then just watching some episodes of Bridgerton season 3 part 1, and I cannot wait for the second part. I literally binge watched the whole first part. I love Penelope and Colin so much, Pollen as they're called, and can't believe that the second part isn't out until the 30th of June, which isn't actually that far away now if you think about it. I cannot believe how quick May has gone. It's just gone like that. And I'm 27 next month. It's my birthday next month, which is terrifying to think that I'm 27. 3 years time I'm going to be 30. Oh my god, I'm getting so old. Crazy. And yeah, I cannot wait for New Bridgerton. So I've just been rewatching the first part because I watched it so quickly the first time around. I think there's a few things that I missed, so I'm just rewatching that. And I then was just listening to a bit of Kylie, and then was reading a bit more of Solitaire, and then I went off to bed. And then on my Wednesday, it was such a miserable day, raining so much, so I didn't really do much. I was just reading a bit more Solitaire and watching some stuff on Netflix and listening to a bit of music, and was just sorting out my office and my dolls and dollhouse, and watching some vlogs and TikToks and doing some TikToks, and watched some funny dog and cat videos, and had a cheese toastie and a cup of tea for my lunch. And the cheese toastie was lovely and cheesy, just how I like it. And then in the evening I was going off to Jen's for the games night that I do on Wednesday evenings, and my younger brother and his girlfriend were going off to our grandma's for tea, and my grandma and Jenny live right around the corner from each other, so I went off with them to stay there while they were having their tea and then go off to the games night afterwards. And so we got there and they brought their cat along, and he's so cute and he's so fluffy and has got the bluest eyes ever. And just before going into my grandma's, I got some free flower starts from outside of my grandma's house. Let me show you guys now. Lovely flowers I was able to get photos of from out the front of my grandma's house. We then went in, my younger brother and his girlfriend let their cat out of his little case, case that he was in, because he's a little bit of a nervous cat, but he was loving it. He was having a good sniff and a good explore. He was trying to go down the back of the sofa though, so we had to stop him from going underneath the sofa, but other than that he was loving it, and he's got so much more confidence since the last time I saw him, and he's just so cute. And I got a snap of him, and I'm going to show you guys that snap. Such a beautiful boy. Then my younger brother and his girlfriend went off home, and then me and my grandma were just watching a bit of TV just before it was time for me to go off on the corner off to Jen's. And then I got myself ready and went round to Jen's, and all the others were already there. Tash was running a bit late, shocker, and so she then turned up, and we had inside barbecue. So we had some burgers and some salad and some ribs, and I'm going to show you guys a photo of all the food that we had now, and also a plate of the food that I had, and it was just so good, and I'm going to show you guys that now. We were going to try have it outside, but the weather was not very good, so inside barbecue it was, and it was so good, ate so much. And then we played some games. We played Monopoly Go and also played Disney's Cards Against Humanity, which is very cringy but also extremely funny. And then Dean dropped me and Tash back to ours, and dropped me off first because I was closest to Jen's, and then he dropped Tash back to hers. I then got back, and I then finished writing my journal, put that away, and was watching the UK soaps, listened to a bit of music, and did some drawing, colouring in, and had some cereal. And then I got into my PJs and went off to bed. And then on my Thursday morning, I got messaged by one of my colleagues asking if I was able to do their Thursday evening due to like family circumstances, and I was like, yeah, sure, no worries. So I got my uniform ready for that, and I then had my breakfast. I was just watching some episodes of Neighbours and watching some old EastEnders episodes, and then I got showered and changed and got myself ready to go off to the garden centre. And whilst on the way up to the garden centre, I got some flower stats that I'm going to show you guys now. A lovely stroll up to the garden centre and was able to get some really pretty flower snaps whilst on my walk, and also came across this lovely bush with some lovely red leaves on. I'm going to show you guys a photo of. So pretty. I was also able to get some really nice selfies whilst on my walk. I got one in front of some pink roses and my eyes looked so blue. Then I got up to the garden centre and I got some flower snaps from the flower section that I'm going to show you guys. Such lovely colours. Was able to get a snap of some sunflowers. Love sunflowers, they're just so pretty, and I just love it at the garden centre. It's one of my favourite places to go. I just feel so happy there. Love all the flowers and plants up there, and got so many flower snaps. Then I went off and had a look at the homeware section and plant section, and got some snaps from the plant section that I'm going to show you guys now. Love that plant section so much. It's huge and there's always so many lovely plants to get snaps of with lovely patterns and colours on, especially the succulents and cactus, which are my favourite, and all the pretty plant pots. Then I went off and had a look around the stationery and homeware section, and then just before leaving I spotted a few flowers that I hadn't got some snaps of, and I got some more flower snaps that I'm going to show you guys. I love the flowers from the garden centre. They're just so lovely, all the lovely roses and the pretty colours and patterns on those flowers. I love the garden centre. It's one of my happy places. I could stay up there all day if I could, but I had work, so I had to head back. Then on my way back, I was listening to some music on my headphones and was having a lovely stroll back, and I got some more flower starts that I'm going to show you guys now. A lovely stroll back, and I then went off to One Stop to get some bits and bobs from there. I then got home and I then got some biscuits and a cup of tea, and was reading a bit more solitaire, writing a bit of my journal, listening to some music and doing some drawing and colouring in. And then I got myself ready to go off to work, and I got to work and it was me and Tash again on Close, just being her, and we are a dream team and we absolutely smashed it. And it was pretty quiet to start off with, and then we had a massive group of people come in at like 9ish, and then it ramped up from like 0 to 100 and it got so busy. So we were just running lots of food and drinks, cleaning tables, doing lots of food and drink orders and bill taking and drinks making, and also trying to get loads of cleaning and clothes jobs done. And I had a few iced coffees, and I did a few coffees and a few hot chocolates. I'm slowly getting it on coffees. Tash was like, "You'll be on Saturday mornings coffee rush in no time." No way, I do not need that stress in my life. And then afterwards we clocked off, and I then got picked up, and I got back and got to my PJs, and then for my tea I had chicken curry, and I'm going to show you guys a photo of that now. The chicken curry was so delicious, and work wasn't too bad. I was going to have to miss out on touch rugby, but also was covering for my colleague who really needed the cover, so I didn't feel too bad, and I could go to touch rugby anytime, and missed it a bit, but also didn't mind also getting some extra hours in. And then I was watching the UK soaps, listened to a bit of music, just enjoying and colouring in, and was writing a bit more of the short story that I'm working on at the moment. And then I went off to bed, and on my Friday I got up ready to go off to morning group and had some toast and a cup of tea for breakfast, and we just watched a bit of TV. And then my mum got up and dropped me off to the morning group where we were making pizzas. Always love it when we do cooking and baking. I just love a bit of cooking, and it's always so much fun. And we had some cups of tea and biscuits and I get natter whilst we waited for our pizzas to cook. And then our pizzas were done, and my mum came and picked me up, and I got a clip of the pizza just as it had come out of the oven. I'm going to show you guys now. There's the pizza that I made. It looks so delicious. It was a cheese pizza with mushrooms and pepperoni and cheese and peppers, and it smelled so good. And then my mum dropped me off to the high street and went off home and took my pizza back home to put in the fridge, and I was like, guard it with your life, don't want it to be dropped on the floor or anything like that. And I was so excited to eat that one back, and I then went off and met Tash at the lounge and had some lunch with her. And when going in to order my lunch, I got a mirror selfie from the mirror wall they have there. I'm going to show you guys. I love that mirror wall so much, it's so cool. And I ordered my lunch and was so hungry, so ordered that, and then went and sat back outside where we sat, and Tash, his mum and sister, was sat right next to us having some food, so we all sat together chatting. And then they went off and took Tibu for a walk and a bit of a wander around, and Tibu was just so cute, and he's slowly warming up to me, bless him. And then our food arrived, and I had a halloumi burger with some chips and some slaw and lots of tomato sauce, and also had a bit of carrot cake and a milkshake. And Tash got a photo of me with my milkshake, looking very happy, as I love the coconut milkshakes they do with Biscoff. And I'm going to show you guys photos that I got from there. The food was so delicious. We didn't have food go down, and we just started chatting, and then we went off to some of the charge shops, and then went into one of the flower shops where I got some flower starts. I'm going to show you guys. Such lovely vibrant colours on those flowers. I was able to get snaps off of there. I was having a lovely chat with the flower shop keeper in there. Then me and Tash went off to our workplace and had drinks from there, and I had got an old milk cider, as we now have that on, and I love an old milk cider, and I'm going to show you guys a photo of that. So delicious. We sat on table 12, which is the comfy sofa area, and we're just chilling in there. And we were going to be going for a coffee catch up with one of our mates, but they had to cancel as something came up. So in the end, we went off to get a bus to go to Armsbury Garden Centre, as it hadn't been there in ages. And we went to get the bus, and the bus was early, so we just missed it. So we went off to Aldi and had a look in there, and to one or two more to charge shops, and then went off and got the later bus. And then we got to the garden centre, and I got into there. I was just so happy. I love a garden centre, and Tash got a photo of me in front of this archway with some lovely flowers above, and I'm going to show you guys that now. She always gets such great stats of me, not only my bestie but also my personal photographer. And then I got some plant stats on the plant section that I'm going to show you guys now. They've got such an amazing plant section in there. such lovely plant displays and lovely plants with lovely colours and patterns on, and I love all the socks and the cactus and the plant pots from there. I was then having a look at the stationery section and homeware section in there, and literally looking through everything as it's such a big garden centre. And then I got some flower starts from the flower section, and I'll show you guys now. Flowers in that garden centre are amazing, such beautiful colours and patterns. Then we went off to the cafe there and had some tea and coffee and cake, and I'm going to show you guys a photo of that. It was so delicious. I love a bit of Victoria sponge cake, and the pot of tea was so good, and Tash had a coffee and a bit of chocolate marble cake, I think that was what it was called. She had this chocolate cake which looked amazing, and then we sat there and just chatted for a bit and chilled, and then I got a few more flower starts. I'm going to show you guys. I only went and found a rose section, didn't I? So I got some photos from there, and I love roses so much, and got some really pretty pink rose snaps. And then went off and had a look at the little sweet section they had on the way out, and I got some sweets, and I want to show you guys a clip of those. I got these bags of sweets from Armsley Garden Centre. I've got some banana, watermelon and shrimp sweets, and they look so good. Then just on our way out, Tash got a snap of me in this little seat that I'm going to show you guys. I love that photo. Then we went off to get the bus back from the garden centre, and while we waited for the bus, I got a photo of the suspension bridge, and I could see it from the view from where we were waiting for the bus, and I'm going to show you guys a photo of that. Such a lovely viewpoint, and there's a bench where you can sit and look out at the view as well, which is so cute. And it was such a lovely sunny day with lovely blue skies. On the way to the garden centre, it was looking quite gloomy, and I thought it might actually rain, but as we got around the garden centre, the sun came out and became such a lovely day. Then we got the bus back, and Tash had to go off into Aldi, so I gave her a hug and thanked her for a lovely day, and I made way back. And on the way back, I got some flower starts that I'm going to show you guys. I know what you're going to say, more flower starts, Dan? Seriously? I just love flower photography so much. It makes me so happy, and had a lovely stroll home, enjoying the sunshine and blue skies. I did, however, manage to trip up whilst going through this cut through, but luckily I was okay. I didn't cut myself or anything. It was just a little bit embarrassing. Luckily nobody saw. I then got home and I ended up having a little bit of a nap. Then my younger sister woke me up by shouting up to me to say how tea was ready, and I had steak for tea with some chips and some mushrooms, and I'm going to show you guys a photo of that now. It was so delicious, and I bloody love mushrooms. Then I went off to my grandma's with my younger sister and my mum, so we could help babysit my cousin, and my mum went off, and me and my younger sister were playing some games with our cousin, and we played games of Ludo and Uno, and also played on his Switch. And then we were playing in the garden, and I got some flower snaps from my grandma's garden that I'm going to show you guys now. My grandma's garden is so beautiful. I love the roses. She also has these little fairies dotted around the garden, which is so cute. And then my mum came and picked us up as it was time for our cousin to go off to bed, and my grandma thanked us for helping babysit our cousin. And then we got back, and I then was watching the UK soaps, just a bit of music, just drawing, colouring in, finished writing my journal and put that away, and was just watching some episodes of Doctor Who and had a cup of tea and some biscuits and was reading some more solitaire. And then I went off to bed, and on my Saturday I had a nice lie-in and had work at 3, so I couldn't really do much, so I just watched lots of stuff on Netflix and worked on some illustrations. And I'm going to show you guys a clip of some illustrations from my new illustration book that I'm going to show you guys. Here are the first new illustrations for my new illustration book. First off, we've got this one in the middle. She's got a long sleeved jumper with shoulder pads, love the shoulder pads, with a collar and a pearl necklace, and she's got a cross earring and her hair on over to the side, and she's got dip dyed, so that's black tipped at the bottom of her hair, and she's got these sparkly boots, and she's got this black triangle earring with some black nails. And then this one here, she's got a headband on, and she's got some freckles, and she's got a dress on with some sunflower like daisy buttons, and she's got a collar, and she's got some netting stockings and these boots. And this one here, she's got this lovely ball gown on with off the shoulder like sleeves and this necklace, and she's got a tiara and her hair up in a bun with dangling bits down the side. And yeah, these are the illustrations that I am loving, and I've got lots of new ideas that I can't wait to put onto paper. Love those new illustrations. The first one's from my new illustration book, and I had a little bit of illustration block, but I've got a little bit of a spark back, so I'm loving those ones, and I can't wait to do some more illustrations in there. And I was just listening to some music, and then I had some lunch, and I had some Nutella sandwiches with a cup of tea, and I love Nutella so much. I was watching some vlogs and TikToks and some funny dog and cat videos, and listening to a bit of Shania Twain, a bit of Kylie, a bit of Coldplay, and then I was sorting out my Bluetooth doll, and I'm going to show you guys my Bluetooth doll's new look. Here's my Bluetooth doll's new look. She's got these blue trainers with some flowers on. I'll show you guys now. They're so pretty. And then she's got these black netting stockings on, and this blue skirt with pretty patterns on, and she's got this black jacket, and then underneath that she's got this white vest with a bow on, which is so cute. And she's got her black hat on top, and she's got the long dangly bits either side, and then her is nice and long. I've restyled it a bit, and that is the new look. She's looking fabulous. I love her style, and her looks are also inspired by my illustrations. And then I got myself ready for work, and I was doing a free till close, and my mum and younger sister were off to see my uncle and aunt and my cousin down at my grandma's, and my dad was asleep, and I locked up and walked out to work, and I forgot my headphones and had to put a cap on as I didn't want to get sunburn. And so I headed back and got my cap and my headphones and listened to some music while I was on my way to work, and was able to pop into the co-op to get myself a drink from there, and saw my family friend who works in there, and was asking him about his new baby and how she's getting on and how he has been, and he was asking about York, and we're hoping to have a catch up soon, but it's so hard with adulting. And then I got to work, got clocked in and put my bag away, and put my cap and headphones in my bag and clocked in, and was just running lots of food and drinks, cleaning tables, doing food and drink orders and bill taking and some drinks making, and just getting those of the closing and cleaning jobs done. And it was just date night, but we only had like 4 or 5 bookings, which was surprising because normally it's a lot busier, but it still got quite busy as the night went on. We had quite a lot of walk-ins, and we had people sitting inside and outside as it was quite a nice evening, and so it kept us quite busy. And it was a cocktail night as well, which we do on Saturday and Sundays, so that kept it quite busy. And Tash and me and 2 of our other colleagues were on, and one of our colleagues who was still at 6 who's one of our new colleagues, got to finish early as there didn't need to be so many of us on. And then Tash went, so it was just me and one of our colleagues on, and we didn't get out till midnight, so that was fun. And I got picked up and got back, and I had my pizza that I'd made on Friday morning at the morning group, and I had that cold and watched the rest of Doctor Who, and I had got to have a lunch break, and I had a salad whilst on my lunch break at work that I'm going to show you guys now, and also got a photo of this pretty purple flower from one of the flower displays that one of my colleagues had done, and put them all on different tables, and I'm going to show you guys those photos now. The salad was so good, and the pizza was also very good. I definitely need that after getting back at midnight, and I finished off watching the new Doctor Who episode, and it was so good. I started it whilst on my lunch break at work, and then my alarm went off to say how my lunch break had finished, so we went back off to finish the rest of my shift, and I then put my work clothes in the wash and got my new clean work clothes ready for my shift the next day, and then quickly finished writing my journal, and then went off to bed. And then at 2 in the morning, bam, I was wide awake, which was very fun considering I had a 9 till 5 the next day, so I was not impressed. So I woke up not in the best of moods, so a big cup of tea and some toast was definitely needed, and put on my feel good playlist, which definitely helped get me a little bit more pumped, a little bit more in a better mood. And then my dad brought me to work. I got to work and I helped open up the cafe, and then was doing some food and drink orders and some bill taking and drinks making and cleaning tables. And then one of our other colleagues, two of our colleagues came in, one at 10, one at 11, and it was busy but also calm, and it would be busy then calm, busy then calm, so it was like a bit of a flow. And then at lunchtime, everyone decided to come in as the sun came out, and it got so busy. So I was wearing lots of food and drinks, cleaning tables, doing lots of food and drink orders and drinks making, and making lots of smoothies and milkshakes, and doing some coffees as well. And I got to have a lunch break, which I was very happy for, which meant I was able to have a sit down, and I had some pancakes with an iced coffee, and I'm going to show you guys a photo of that. The pancakes were so delicious, and yes, I'm now an iced coffee drinker. I never thought I'd ever be wanting to drink iced coffees or even light coffees, but it's got to have lots of caramel syrup in there and tiny little bit of coffee decaf, because I want to just be able to taste the caramel, like a caramel frappe. And yeah, it was so good. And I had my headphones on and was listening to the music and just having a bit of a chill, like sat on the sofa, just chilled. And then the alarm signaled the end of my break, so I put my headphones back in my bag and continued on with my shift. I was just wanting more food and drinks, and we had roast on from 12 o'clock, so we were serving lots of roast and had lots of people coming in for the Sunday roast, and had lots of people sitting inside and outside. So I was cleaning tables not only inside but also outside, and saw and touched some of the regulars, and was making a fuss of lots of the cute dogs. And there's this one dog which is so lovely and so funny, and all he wanted to do was have his belly rubbed, so I did that, and I got some bowls of water for some of the dogs and some dog treats for some of the dogs as well. And we had a great music playlist playing, and then at 3 o'clock Tash came in, and she was doing a free till close, and it was just me and her until two of our colleagues came in at 5 to join her for the evening shift. And I then finished at 5, clocked off, got my bag and got changed into my t-shirt I had in my bag, and did a holiday form for the 3 days that I'm hoping to have in the end of July, and put that on the clipboard where all the other notices and stuff go. And then I headed off home, and on my way back I went on a massive walk, and I got some flower snaps that I'm going to show you guys. had a lovely stroll back from being at work, and it was a lovely sunny evening with lovely blue skies. It rained a bit on off in the daytime, so I was a little bit worried that I was going to get soaked, but luckily the weather held up and it was just so lovely. And I went off to the medieval fish pond and I got a photo of that. I'm going to show you guys. It's so beautiful, and you can actually see the blue skies and clouds in the reflection in the water. And then I continued on with my walk and I got some more flower stats that I'm going to show you guys now. I was able to get some really pretty flower stats with lovely colours and patterns, especially some of the roses I was able to get snaps of. Love rose photography so much. Then I came across these pretty coloured leaves and got a photo of those that I'm going to show you guys now. Such lovely colours on those leaves. Then I got back and I put my work clothes in the wash, and I'm not back to work till Tuesday evening, and I'm doing Tuesday evening instead of Wednesday evening again. Me and my colleague have swapped shifts like last week, which means I'm able to go to the games on Wednesday night. And I then was just listening to a bit of music, and I then laid on my bed and kind of just chilled. I may or may not have ended up falling asleep, and my mum was getting the Sunday roast ready and it smelled so good. My grandma was over for the Sunday roast, and then I got up after a little bit of a power nap, definitely needed that, and then we had our Sunday roast, and I'm going to show you guys a photo of that. The Sunday roast was so delicious. My grandma then stayed for a bit, and then my mum dropped her home once she was ready to go off home, and then my mum got back and we had some Viennetta and watched a bit of Auntie's Roadshow. I was then just reading some more Solitaire, such a great read, and had a cup of tea and some biscuits. I was then just finishing off my illustrations that I've been working on just before tea, and also finished writing my journal entry for today and put that away. I was then just watching some vlogs and TikToks and some funny dog and cat videos, and sorted out my Bridget doll, and then got stuff of her for my Instagram's Bridget doll photography account. And then I was doing some more colouring in and colouring up on my phone, which is super therapeutic, and I absolutely love that. I was watching some Doctor Who episodes and watching some Dead Boy Detectives fan vids, as I love that show so much, and I really hope they do a second series, and I'm probably going to rewatch that soon. And then I was watching some Glee episodes and listening to a bit of Kelly Clarkson. I love a bit of Kelly Clarkson. I love her song called Cry, which is so beautiful. And I'm not working tomorrow, which is going to be nice, which means I get a lie-in, and I'm then back in on Tuesday evening. Then I'm off Wednesday, Thursday, and then back in Friday and Saturday evening. And on Thursday, we're going to be going off to this farm shop cafe, me, my mum and my grandma, maybe my younger sister and our older brother, and maybe our older sister, as they're on half term next week. And I am now going to be watching some more Glee episodes that I've just been rewatching, and yeah, love that show so much. I hope you guys have all had a lovely weekend and all have a lovely new week ahead. Please like, comment and subscribe, and I shall see you with a new vlog coming very soon. Bye.